Welcome to my stream. I'm Rachel Hogan, and this is Rachel Hogan's Art. And today we're going to make some art. It is Thursday night, art night, and we love art, so we're going to make some awesome art. Tonight we're going to paint a sunset in acrylic, and it's going to be awesome. I'm just I didn't realize it was 8:33. I'm trying to start earlier, and I want to get like the same time every night like I was before. Let there be light. So anyway, before I was always streaming at 9:03. Now I'm trying to make it 8:33. So that is the goal. And if I can adjust this camera to see this here, it'd be awesome. So let me put a few things around here. Because artists are so organized. I'm probably like one of the least organized artists you'll ever find. I have stuff everywhere and I'm always organizing, so that means I can't find things. But I do have my water, and these are all my acrylic pencils organized, but we're not using these tonight. They're going way over here. We are using lots of paint. This is all my setup over here. This is like I have scissors, pencils, pens, things like that. Extra plugins, fan, paints, and brushes, all those things. So here we go. I'm going to turn this so we can see the canvas here. So you can see the canvas. I'm going to get my paint palette paper. This is my, well, actually, you know what? Whatever. This is my palette paper. This is a book of paper. It's actually kind of wax paper that you can use to put your paints on. And what I do is I cut it in half using my scissors. I'm trying to get a nice piece of a paper palette. And then I take that piece and I cut that one in half because I don't want to use the whole thing. That way I'll have plenty for next time. And also, when I have a smaller piece, I make less of a mess. As you can see, it can be kind of messy. So it's an organized mess though, because I knew where this was. And so that's there. Where else? What else do I got here? Ah, yes, my tape. And next, what I do is I take my tape and my paper, and we're going to tape this paper to the paper palette thingy. And that's how we get ready for a painting. Get some nice tape. There we go, just like that. And I am dropping things, but normally what I do is I'll keep this on my wrist. Ta-da! That way I won't be dropping it so much. And this is just the palette paper to put the paint on. So we're going to put paint on tonight. You know who I haven't seen for a while is somebody who used to be on every night. And I wonder if he's going to show up tonight because I'm thinking about him. Oh, we've got, hi guys. We've got let me put this on here. Yeah, I have lots of fun being an artist. I'm telling you that right now. So I've got, I don't know how to say your name. AW, hi. Hi. And Slurpee. While there's no art, yes, but there will be so quickly. And Niles 5438, hi. And Slurpee, yo. Yo back. Okay. So the art is on its way. I am getting the all ready. And it's funny because it comes really fast. So we're going to do a sunset. And sunsets are super fun because you can do them really fast. Let me move this. I don't know, is that close enough? Can you see? I never know where to put the camera, actually. So we're going to use our yellow and reds. And I've got this beautiful stuff, and it's like a iridescent medium. So it'll make your paints glow. So we're going to use that tonight on the canvas. And Nile Shahai. I bet the drawing is going to be good later. It's going to be good as soon as there's paint on the canvas. I didn't realize what time it was. I was just like playing with stuff, and I get distracted really easy. So and it's so easy when you go onto YouTube, even like to get ready to do a YouTube stream, and then it's like, oh, there's some cool stuff on here. And then I start looking at that cool stuff. So I'm putting the paint on my palette paper. Sometimes I'll put the, oh, can you hear me okay? Maybe I should put in my headphones. And I'll go ahead and start. Let me grab those headphones really quickly. In the meantime, you know what? I'll be right back. I promise. I'm back. I wasn't gone that long. I'm getting my headphones. Hopefully you can hear me better. Let me know if you can or not. And a bunch of paper towels, because I just realized I ran out of paper towels. Okay, so this is how artists begin. You get your paper palette, you get your paints, you get your paper towels, your water. And now for the art, you pick out your brush. And I think we'll use this. See, this brush here is good right now. And we shall begin. I've got this beautiful tangerine color. It's a brilliant red. It looks tangerine though. So this is my hour of art. So it's actually, yeah, it's really close to that color. It's funny because on the tube, they make it look like it's kind of an orangey, but it's really just red. Okay. Now, one of the secrets to doing a sunset is using tape. Now we're going to put tape on, going across. La 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 la. Can you see that canvas? Here comes the tape. Okay, so what happens is we want a line of where the sunset's going to be and where the water's going to be. And I think right about there. I don't want it right in the middle, but I want it just kind of like right here. And this is going to be where our sunset is. And the ocean line right here. So if you're ever going to paint a sunset, that's a good secret to remember. Lazy HS, hey, hi. And oh, look at this. I've got more comments. Did you ever teach English in? No, I never did. I've never taught anywhere. Let's see. Slippy, draw my profile picture. It's okay if you don't want to. Maybe next time. I'll have to check it out. I don't know what it looks like. Let's see what else we got here. Mm, Alex, hi. Good to see you. I can't see you, but good to you see me. Okay, let's get this sunset going here. And you in every sunset you need blue, and I have blue here, and you need blue for the water. This is ultramarine blue. And my favorite, well, I love teal. And normally I have my colors a little bit more organized, um, and I'm more ready. But because I'm doing this like a half hour earlier, it's kind of thrown me off my game just a little bit on timing. So I'm starting from basics to from the beginning and to the end. So you get to see the whole process. And here we go. This is the magic of paint. So I've got my brush, and we're going to have a nice yellow sun here. And I like to mix white in. This is our metallic iridescent white. I have never used this with painting before, but I'm going to use it tonight. Now you can't really see it. You add it to the paint, but I am putting it directly onto the canvas tonight because I'm going to add the yellow now. And this is our sunset. And you can see the tape right there. And we're going to put our little sun right there. This is kind of the middle. And we want some highlights going across, not too much, because we're going to add in our other colors. And eventually we're going to have some highlights down here in the water as well. This is going to all be water. But I started with the sunset colors. So now we'll be mixing a little yellow with some of our red. And that's going to give us our beautiful red sunset orangey color. Sunset. Now I live in Florida, and the sunsets here are always different. They're always beautiful. They're always different. And you never know from one sunset to the next what it's going to look like. You think you do, but or you think you might guess. One time the sunset was so gorgeous. Like my friend and I were out having dinner, and we're like, yeah, it's not going to be pretty. And I'm like, it's always pretty. And the whole sky turned purple. It was so beautiful. It was a beautiful, beautiful purple sky. I've never seen it before or since. Okay, so here's where we're meeting our sun is right here in the center, right there. And we're going across just like this, making a little hill and adding a little water to that. So I want to bring it up. Now, water will add fluidity to your canvas. Bayo, hi Bayo. Hey, is my Jane gang here? Mana, hello, hi. Oh my gosh, Boat God, you're here too. Thank you so much for joining. We're getting our sunset tonight. I'm painting it. Um, let's see. How cool. Happy Thursday. Thank you, Bayo. That's so cool. I love that name, Bayo the Wild. So here now up here in the corner, It's a dark, we're going to put dark blue because it is a dark night going to happen. And I'm going to add some of our metallic iridescent white to that. And clean that brush so we don't get our colors all muddy. I have a big gap between here and me. So I'm sorry this doesn't look very interesting. I should stick a photo of painting there or something. Make it look a little more exciting. Oh, I'll stick one of my mermaids in there. My fiery mermaid, isn't she pretty? This is a mermaid I did in oils. So, and I love her. She's in my store. If you go to my store, you'll see her, and you can get like really fun things in there. I've got swimwear, shoes, all kinds of fun things. So there's that. And DJ's here. You have a bad migraine? Oh, I'm so sorry. I hope you feel better, but thank you for stopping in, DJ. I really appreciate it. And I know how bad migraines are. So, I hope you feel better soon. But I super appreciate you stopping by and thumb upping me. I thumb up you, but it's not this account, it's from my other account. It's a different picture, but it's still me. Yeah, I totally get that. That sucks. This is very glowy paint. And I'm gonna throw in some teal. And we'll bring that across. And I've got a piece of paper behind me and a board to keep the flow. And because this canvas is smaller than my easel, I kind of had to do that. And I just keep my lines straight like so. And another really fun color to add is purple. I love my purples. So I'm going to turn the camera a little bit because I'm going to play with color for a while. So we've got all kinds of paints here. And they're organized. I just have to find them. Slurpee is back. Bayo, your fiery mermaid is great. Thank you. Thank you. It's one of my favorites. I had a really good time painting her. And here's regular white. Yay, I needed regular white. Throw some of that on my palette. And then if it's in here somewhere, I have a magic color for water and sky. I don't see it, but I'll use this light blue anyway. Okay. And paint extenders, you can also use a paint extender for acrylics to keep them wetter longer. I use a spray bottle. Here it is. And I just spray it here. And I'll spray my canvas too to keep it wet. And that really helps. All right, let's go back here. You guys are so awesome. Thank you for joining me tonight. I really, really appreciate it. And I love sharing my art with you as well. And I'm using the same brush, but you can already see, oh, I forgot the purple. I really, really, really wanted purple in here. And I have a really pretty purple somewhere. Ah, here it is. Found it. Let's go back to our fiery mermaid. Where is she? I'll turn this camera a little bit again. Where did you go, Slurpee?
DJ, I miss watching you paint. Oh, thanks, DJ. Bayo, I also enjoyed watching you show us your sketchbook the other day. Oh, thank you. That was different. I'm gonna put some purple right in here. And I paint, I think I turned that too much, didn't I? I paint off of my canvas a lot. I should put some down here as well, just in case I want more purple. But I paint off my canvas. I'll just put paint right on there. And I want this to be nice and dark here in the corner. And now this is the purple. I'm going to bring that across. And it's going to reflect down into the water just a little bit. Oh, there's still a piece of plastic on here. And so you can see it better. Let me hold it up. We're going to have a little bit of purple and blue down here, reflecting in the water. All right, so it's been a minute. I'm just gently going to pull this over because it's going to have some fadeability to it. And we want to have a little bit of fadeability. I'm glad you like the sketchbook, Bayo. That's really awesome of you to tell me that. It was pretty fun. After I got done with that stream, I started to do a whole nother Zentangle because it was so relaxing. And so I spent like another hour. I spent another hour doing a Zentangle drawing after I was done streaming. Alrighty. Okay, so here is our line. This is our tape. That's where our sunset is. Now pull that tape off, and that's dry. And the secret to getting a nice straight water line is when that's dry, we'll put some more tape going across up here on the yellow part. I'll just get it ready. And that'll give us a perfectly straight line of blue against it. But I always have reflections coming down anyway. So I'm just going to go ahead and throw some reflections in right now. Just because I love reflections. And they may or may not turn green. We'll add a little more yellow up here to our sunset. It's going to be gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. And I think I turned my camera too far again, didn't I? Bayo, it's relaxing. Oh, thanks. Whoops. Yeah. Never put fake floor down on carpet. I have these wood panels down here. They're supposed to lock into each other, but they're not locked in very well. Okay. And ready. All right, can we see? I'm going to try to stop moving the camera and just paint. And here comes some beautiful blues from the water going right across. And normally I would use tape, but tonight I'm just going to go across with my brush because I'm using a flat brush. But if you're not used to painting straight lines, then you'll want to definitely um, put a piece of tape going across once your paint is dry on the yellow part up here, and then you can do a nice straight blue water line going across. And and that's one of the secrets of painting. I added a little bit of dark blue to this. All right, let me get steadied here. Going across, nice and steady. I am so not steady. Kind of steady. There we go. Okay. How fun is that? Is it starting to look like a sunset now? I think you can see that. And I'm going to put some of this pretty light blue sky right up here as well, because we don't want it too dark up here. So it's going to add some flow to this sky. And then I'm going to bring the light blue up into the dark blue that's still wet to get that really pretty sunset look. Can you see that? It's looking pretty darn sunsetty, right? All right. What's that say? All righty. So we're going to have some more water down here. I'm using a dark teal, and that's going to blend in with some of the dark blue I've added down here and some of the purples. Because at night we get all kinds of colors in our water that reflect, and they're just so beautiful. We want to make sure we get lots of color in there. And your yellow you want to make sure is dry, otherwise you're going to get green. You're going to get a lots of green, and we don't want green. And let me get another brush for the reds here. A skinnier square brush would be helpful. I just made this whole brand new, I made my very own brush holder from scratch. Okay, let's throw in some more reds. This side will be more red, that side will be more dark and purple with the oranges and stuff like that. So you want to get all your colors. There's so many beautiful colors in a sunset. Just like that. I wonder if Jang's still. Jang, you're here! Jang Raid! Oh my gosh! Hi, Jang! Hi, Tony! Mwah. Love you! Oh, I was wondering if you would show up tonight. I'm painting a beautiful sunset. I used to love painting sunsets. It was my favorite thing in the world to paint because I never got to see them really that much. Living in Seattle, there were so many trees, and so even if there was a beautiful sunset, I would be like surrounded by all these really tall pine trees, and it was really tough to see the sunset that way. And here in Florida, there's, mostly palm trees, not a lot of pine trees. Flying, hi. Oh my gosh. Oh, look at you guys are all here. Whoops. I just rolled out of here. Shelly, Shelly, hi. Oh my gosh. You guys, thank you. Oh my word. How was your stream today, Jane? I saw some of it, but I didn't have time. I've actually started a mural and I haven't posted it yet, but I've been working on a mural on a fence post. I mean, on a fence. I shouldn't say post, but like the whole fence. Look at that color starting to really come in. So once you get all your supplies and your paint colors ready, you can really just throw them on there and gently make a beautiful sunset. Kelsey, hi yo. Hey girl, miss you. I'm throwing out lots of kisses tonight. All right, so I put more orange. I mixed some yellow and red on my brush, so I'll have a little bit more orange because I want to really see the flow of that sun. Of the sunshine so you can tell where it's setting. Oh, you guys are so awesome. Thank you for rating me. I've never been so happy to be rated. All right, and a little bit more of the darker blue, the purple. I just added a few darker colors to my brush, my other brush. I have one dark brush and one light brush. Now a little more water. Let me throw on some more. You got to keep it wet. That's really helpful. No one likes things unwet. Got to have like, it won't flow as well if it's not going to be wet enough. All right, so mixing that in. So you can see like the different variations in the sky. Just like that. Isn't that beautiful? And it just looks like a nice glow, I think. I have this really pretty light blue down here. Let's throw some of that in. So the closer it gets to the shore, the lighter the blue is. So we want a nice light blue. And some of my yellow, I used like a really thick, heavy yellow down here. Wipe some of that off. It probably won't dry in time, and then I'll have green water. Not that that's bad, and I have seen green water sunsets before, but this one is not going to be green. So you guys are so cool. Yeah, so I've been painting this fence, and I'm painting daffodils on it. So I'll be posting that shortly and the progress of it. So you'll be able to see that as well. And here comes some lighter blue color. And I'm just going to bring that across some of this yellow, just like that. And some of my darker teal here. Just going to kind of dab it in like that. So that way you can see. Let me pull this camera a little closer. And maybe bring it down just a tad. Can you see that okay? Oops. Uh-oh. I always do this. I'm looking up. Let's see there. I think you can see it now, right? Okay, let's do this. And I still have some wet paint on here. In the dark teal color, which is good because I want to bring that across. It's getting so gorgeous. And then the light blue right down here. See, we've got our reflections, we've got our sky, we've got our water, we've got a nice variation of colors in here. And we are going to need a little bit more of this dark teal color. This is called turquoise from Artist Loft. So throw a little bit more of that on my canvas, or palette, I should say. So what's new, guys? Kelsey, did you work out today? I didn't see. I was mucking around outside most of the day. It was about, I don't know, like 86 today, I think. But I hear it was pretty warm in most places. So I'm curious to know if anybody had an extra like heat wave somewhere. I'll do a little bit more yellow. And then we'll add some white to our sun because we want to have a nice bright sun. And I'm going to put in a little more yellow going across this where I had put the tape earlier, because I want to really bring out that sunset. And please don't forget to like the stream. If you like the stream, please hit the like button. Gorgeous. Just gorgeous. Add a little more yellow up here. Just for some variation. I like to add a little interest in the sunsets, so they're not completely just a line. And then lightly go across. Gives it a nice glow. Then we'll go back to our darker color teal. And I'm going to throw in some darker teal in the water as well, just to get a nice little flow in there. So pretty. And it's amazing. I was actually at the beach yesterday and there were so many people just coming in as I was leaving because I knew they would be there. Um, they came in to watch the sunset and take pictures. People who, they're visiting from out of state or whatever. And this is going to give us a little bit of oceany look as well. Want a little bit of waves in here, just a little bit. Oops. So they were all there coming to take pictures of the sunset when I was leaving, but I was leaving because I got to see dolphins last night. I was complaining actually that I had not seen dolphins for a long time. And last night there were 4 dolphins playing and I was so ecstatic. They were jumping in the water. And of course, every time I pulled my camera out, they disappear, which is fine. But like they do a flip, I pull my camera out, they're under the water. I got to get my timing better. All right, so let's get a little bit of water on this brush. And I'm going to add a little bit of purple to the tip of my brush, just a little bit, because I want to bring it over here. This is the dark side where the darkness is in the sky. And so I'm bringing it down into the water. Sometimes there's a cloud going by that's just a dark cloud. And let's see, maybe if I tip that a little more, is that better? Or maybe if I just stop messing with the camera, it'll be fine. Candy Heart, hi! Should we expect a dolphin painting soon? Oh, perhaps, perhaps. Dolphins are so amazing to watch. I just love them. And they were jumping and frolicking, and they were almost kind of a like a dark color, not a light gray, but like almost like a dark color. I don't know what color they were, like just a dark gray, I guess. There we go. Isn't that beautiful? I'm cleaning my brush off, and I'm going to add a little bit of my iridescent color to this light blue. Let's see. Oh, and some white. I'm making up my own mixture right now. Maybe a little bit more of that color, that dark turquoise color. And the iridescent glows, so let's see here. See if we can make our water glow a little bit. And the sky. Gonna add a little bit of that in there because we want to have some glowing. Oh yeah, that's nice. I like that. That's good. And just bring that across. That's a really pretty color. What do you think? Just little hints of color here and there. Yeah, dolphins would be fun. I could do. I think I did do a dolphin painting. I've done one. It was an orca. I liked painting the orca. The orca was really fun. And has anyone ever seen an orca? I want this to be light too, right there. Some hints of light. And I suppose we could put in some clouds. What do you think? Should we do clouds tonight? Maybe a little pop of clouds, maybe a tiny, tiny bit. We'll use our fan brush. Fan brushes are really great for clouds. And we'll mix a little bit of white with some of our iridescent color. And we'll just do a little pop of clouds right up in here. Just a teensy bit, not too much. And then we'll pull that down with some of that blue, just like that. And slide it across. Shoo. Isn't that amazing? We're just gonna have this beautiful little pop of clouds in here. And then I'm just gonna bring it across a little bit. And we're gonna add a little teeny bit of blue on that fan brush. Oops, I got a clump in there. We don't want any clumps. Bayo, some happy clouds. Yes, happy clouds. Definitely happy clouds. And I want to put a little bit of purple in there, so I'm adding some white to my purple. Because clouds are never just one color. They're many colors, and they pick up the colors that are around them. So we're going to add a little bit of purple to that. Just like so. Nice and easy. Easy little happy clouds with some purple. And I'm using a straight brush to get this. I want this line going across a little straighter. This is a dry brush I'm using right now, just to get this line across a little bit straighter. And we'll put in a teeny bitty cloud over, I don't know. We don't want too many clouds, but I think maybe if we put in a little yellow in the cloud, because it's reflecting yellow, that would be good too. So we'll take a teeny bit of yellow. I'm not going to use this fan brush because it has lit on me. I'm going to use my flat brush here. A little bit of white, teeny bit of yellow. For that pop of color, just a teeny bit. You don't want too much color. It'll take away from the rest of it. But we do want to add some color for sure. So a little bit of yellow here and there. This is so fabulous. All right, and now we're going to add our little bit of white into the center of the sun, and I'll mix that with our iridescent and white, and a teeny bit of yellow, because you don't want to just plain white, because that's going to take away from it. But if you have a bit of white and a bit of yellow in there, you're going to have a really pretty pop of brightness to it. You need a little bit more white right there. All right, see, I focus. I get real quiet when I focus. Isn't that nice? What a beautiful sunset we have. It's almost just popping right out of the paper, right off the paper and into your living room where it belongs. All right, guys, so there you have it. We've got our sunset tonight, and we've got our, whoops, why is that on pause? So that's it. And sunsets are easy peasy. You just basically, put your colors on, think about your colors and what you want. I have this really close to my face. Don't like it that close. And it was kind of warm, so I put my hair up, I mean. But anyway, there we go. We're done for tonight. I started at 8:30-ish, and now it is 9:30-ish, almost. Why isn't my camera turning? But anyway, I want to say thank you for joining me tonight. I got 13 likes. Thank you very much, guys, for that. For giving me a like and a thumbs up. And it's so nice of you to share your time with me. And especially you, Jane and Kelsey, for rating me, and Bayo. You're always saying hello, so I appreciate that. So have a good night. And where is my girl? Where is my boat god? Are you still here? I'm. I know, man. You are so awesome. I've been quiet lately. I know you have a lot of homework and you're working on your instruments. And one sock fishy has just vanished off the planet. We've got to find her. We do. We'll find her and bring her back. she's, she's pretty fun. But you guys are awesome. So thanks for showing me some love. Here is our sunset. I'm going to zoom in on it before I go. You can take a peek at it. And boat God, oh, you are still here. Yay! Enjoying the art. Awesome. Okay, now I'm gonna slowly, hopefully not crazily, move my camera closer so you can see that sunset better. What do you think? Is that, I think that can go in someone's room. I think it's just perfect, right? You've got your sunset, you've got some reflections, you've got a little bit of clouds, a little purple, a little orange. And actually, I'm looking at this part right here, and it's a little too, this is what I do. I look at something, and then like last time I streamed, I spent another hour doing Zentangle, and I should show you what I did real quick. But I wound up doing Zentangle for an hour just to relax after streaming. It was funny. Yeah, I didn't. This is like the line's a little too harsh for me right there, so I'm gonna soften it up a little bit, just like that. A little bit of yellow. Bring that down a little bit there. Like that. That's better. Okay. All right, you guys, have a great night. Oh God, thank you. I'm glad you were enjoying it. You're awesome, and we will see you next time I stream. And hopefully we'll have another beautiful painting. I actually finished one. Yay for me. That was fun. Thanks, Boca or Bayo. What? How did you get that thing over your A? Is that a nationality thing? Or does it pronounce bio? Well, I'm not going to try. But you guys have a great night. Hugs to everyone and enjoy your sunsets.